wondering to rule them all, wondering to find them, wondering to bring them all and in the darkness bind them. These words have become synonymous with the historical fantasy epic The Lord of the Rings, written by J.R.R. Tolkien. The Lord of the Rings takes place within Middle-earth, and to say that this was the defining setting for fictional worlds would be an understatement. The Lord of the Rings inspired many future interpretations for the fantasy genre, including the Inheritance cycle and Game of Thrones. It has a great storyline and amazing writing that would make it enjoyable for any middle schooler. The story begins with Frodo Baggins, a young hobbit, and follows his journey into Mordor to destroy the One Ring of Power. He is not alone on this journey. He is aided by several allies and friends, including Gandalf the Wizard, a ranger named Aragorn, a dwarf and an elf, and his best friend, Samwise Gamgee. They aided Frodo on his journey and protected him from many dangers. The ring belongs to the Dark Lord Sauron, who will stop at nothing to get the ring back to himself and to take over the world. The many people that Frodo came across understood the dangers of the ring and the temptation that it brought. The ring corrupted all that had it, and twisted them into evil. It corrupted them by showing them the power that it would give them, and they were consumed by that power. The lesson was that power can twist a good person into evil and make them do bad things and abuse that power. Now, the people of Middle-earth fought regardless of whether or not they win or lost, because they knew that if they did nothing, then everybody would lose. Now, the lesson there was that you should not give up when you are facing a task that is too difficult to overcome, and you should not give up hope in a hopeless situation. Now, Frodo doesn't want to go on this journey, but he goes on it regardless. And it was inspiring to see one person volunteer for such an amazing feat. Now, here, even if you are faced with a task that is too difficult, you should not get discouraged, and instead you should look for help from others. If not for the cooperation between the men of Middle-earth, and if Frodo was not aided by his allies, then he would have had a difficult time getting into Mordor, and the whole world would have ended.